Hey, welcome to the podcast show. Today we're talking about scammers and romance scammers. So I want to get your opinion on what you think.
She won't hop on a video call, or if money comes up before feelings, run. But if she's just lonely, like you were, that's different. You know the difference, Jason. You felt both.
Absolutely. I have felt both. I've dealt with scammers. I've dealt with real people, real people that are just gold diggers as well too. But tell the audience more in depth what to look for in an actual scam.
Okay, so the big one is money. Never ever comes up first. If she says, I need 500 for my mum's operation, before you've even heard her voice, hang up. Second, profile photos. If they're magazine perfect, do what I said. Reverse Google. Third, urgency. I'm leaving town tomorrow. Send now. Classic. And fourth, and this is huge, if she's beautiful and single, why is she not on Bumble? Why is she only on this weird little app nobody uses? Real women? They just say dumb stuff. They don't sound like fortune cookies. You're good at spotting that. You've been burned.
Yeah. So you've heard it. That's good advice that you can give the audience on the podcast show as far as like how to identify scammers. And I can be honest, that hits on the nail. You got to look at their grammar too. The way they talk, the way that they speak also too. And also, some of them are from America. But you'll have a lot of it. I'm not saying all of the scammers are based out of Lagos, Nigeria, but a huge part of it is they'll facilitate this. They'll run the scam in Lagos, Nigeria, and then they have facilitators. And you're like, well, how does that work? They remote in. They have hackers on their team that set up remote access, so they're all accessing like the same WhatsApp, they're accessing the same Zengi account, they're also even accessing the same Signal account. Now sometimes they'll log in, log out, so you're talking to a different person. A lot of times there'll be a remote access where you think you're talking to the different people, you actually are talking to different people. You're not just talking to the same person. There's different people that are chiming in. Now sometimes it's just one person. They're taught scripts, they're taught what to say, they're taught everything, how to romance, how to scam, everything. Some of them are newbies that are new to scams. Now, and that's where Beck Recovery Hope Group comes in. Anti-scammer is to be able to step in and say and to put a stop to these people. I want to utilize my gift for my dreams, and yes, I do see them. God just randomly, He shows me who's behind the screen. Sometimes He'll show me what they're hiding, everything. So I want to take my gift to the world and be able to help people so that they can actually find real love and avoid all these scammers and stuff. Because we all want, a lot of us, we want real love. And some of us, we go to online looking for it. But sometimes God will give me a heads up. This is about a real person. And sometimes He'll tell me a bit about the scammer. About a woman, having multiple profiles. Could be a transgender girl, could be a woman. Yeah, I got scammed by a transgender. Found that out. Horrible. I understand in the trans culture you have hard times and you get shamed and you get sent out of society, but running a legal activity, running scams, that's not the way to go. You need to be honest and truthful, righteous, and not be doing that, not be stealing people's hard-earned cash. If you can't get a job, do freelancing, start your own business. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of ways that you can go. Or some of these scammers going into scamming to earn quick cash, to start a business and other stuff? Absolutely. Sometimes the minute they get the amount that they've set, they get out of scamming. And they go into a business, they go to school, they do something. So, in essence, I guess some of them do change, but for what? For stealing from people that they shouldn't be? What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's sad. When poverty turns people into thieves. And you're right. Scamming isn't just crime. It's spiritual theft. They're not just taking money. They're taking hope. And it's ironic. The people most desperate for love end up selling it as a product. But here's the thing. Your dreams, your gift, if it's real, and it feels real, then use it. Call out the fakers, or whoever, and if someone's trans, identity's not the crime. Dishonesty is. If they're real, if they're hurting, you can love them anyway. But if they're lying for cash, then no. Grace ends where the con starts. You don't owe them your savings, just your honesty. Keep doing what you're doing.
The world is too full of smoke